On discovering terminal, I realized that terminal is like the cream de la cream of the logistics business. So if you're here and you don't know more about terminal, don't worry, in the course of our conversation, you get to know more about Terminal Africa. But quickly, I'd like to introduce the guests on the panel this afternoon. All right, so starting with Nnamdi. Nnamdi Okoh is the co-founder and CEO of Terminal Africa, a software company that's making it easy for Africans to ship products globally. Nnamdi holds a BSc in Information Technology from the University of Leeds and has experience working as a full-stack web developer for 5 years at Electric Source Graphics, a consulting company in Lagos, Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Nnamdi Okoh. Is the first man of my second right. We put your hands together for Nnamdi, please. Put your hands together. Thank you so much. Please, once again, if there's an empty seat in front of you, kindly move forward. Thank you. Okay, heading on quickly to the lady right beside me. Her name is Sandra Iheuwa. She's the CEO founder of Ella Logistics Services Limited, a fast-forward courier service catering to individuals and different businesses. They make shipping easy for their clients to export and import into Nigeria seamlessly. And by the way, she holds a BSc in General and Business Administration and MBA from the University of Massachusetts. And Sandra has managed and owned several successful businesses under her belt. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the boss lady, Sandra. The second lady on this panel, please put your hands together. Thank you so much. And quickly, I'll hand it to the gentleman in the suit, looking all fine and dashing. All right, so Charles is a certified computer engineer. He's a digital marketer and public relations professional with a burning desire to improve PR practice and its reputation in Nigeria. He founded Teksight Edge in 2014, an integrated PR and digital communications agency based in Lagos, and currently serves as the firm's CEO and chief strategist. He holds a professional diploma in digital marketing, digital communication, and media multimedia from Dublin-based Digital Marketing Institute, and an executive MBA in strategies management from Accra Business School, as well as a certificate from Alibaba University. Ladies and gentlemen, please, Charles, put your hands together for the man in the jacket. All right, and the last but not the least is Walter Isoko. Now, Walter is a leader in technology and a global growth strategist, passionate about business, technology, and growth. He can be described as a soft-spoken but articulate leader with excellent business acumen and a compassionate heart. He's a graduate of Ambrose Ali University with a BSc in Mathematics and Statistics. He has bagged numerous achievements over the years, including his nomination on the Forbes 30 Under 30 list. I believe that deserves a round of applause. Alright, and currently he's the head of growth at Terminal Africa, a software company that offers logistics solutions to Africans and African businesses. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the power men and women on this panel. Okay, so quickly, logistics. So starting with you, Sandra, how's the journey been for you so far?
I would say like the journey has been pretty much learning a lot with the logistics industry here in Nigeria. It's been awesome, but it has been challenging based on what's going on right now in Nigeria.
Okay, all right. So quickly to Nnamdi, how do you actually set out to build a logistics business, aggregator business? How did you set out? I mean, considering the way Nigerian economy is and how the policies kind of stifle some businesses. How have you been able to do that?
I don't think we actually set out to build a logistics aggregator.
Okay.
We started off building an e-commerce platform, and so the idea was to give Nigerian businesses the opportunity to sell to customers anywhere in the world. And so we were actually building like a 360 platform for businesses to give them websites, payments, And of course, what we have today, the logistics service, is just add-on to that sort of product. The challenge with offering, such a vertically integrated service is that in a price-sensitive market like Nigeria, it's very difficult to balance that. And so you're giving a lot of value, but small businesses don't want to pay premium for services.
Yeah.
And so we struggled to scale. And at some point last year, I think one thing that really stood out to us was that businesses would come to us and say, oh, I like the fact that I can get a website. I like the fact that you can help me with payments, but can I just ship? I like what you guys have done on the logistics side, and can I just use that? And so, as a founder, making that decision to do something different can be very painful. But, in the market, you take what's given to you. You don't dictate what happens.
Sure.
So we made that decision in January to, pivot. And, it was instant understanding. And so, businesses like Sandra, who were, sort of already in the logistics space, sort of understood immediately what we were doing because they were already working with the partners like DHL, FedEx, and several of the other guys that we work with. But the way we had sort of organized it and made it easy for them to then sort of pick and choose who they wanted to ship with the parcel was it was so easy for them to key on. So that's how it started with the logistics aggregation service.
Please, a round of applause for that, please. I mean, it's very important that you start somewhere, because one thing that I picked from what Nnamdi said is fact that they started off not as an e-commerce organization, and then they just had to pivot to logistics. And I mean, they're here now, doing good. Once again, please put your hands together for Tamil Africa and of course Nnamdi. All right, so quickly for Charles. All right, would you say logistics is the main solution to driving sustainable business operations?
Thank you, and I would say yes.
Okay.
I think the world is a global village now.
Of course.
And about 80% of Nigeria's transactions comes from SMEs. And if you really want to acquire SMEs, you need to give them the opportunity to move their goods and their services across the continent. So yes, I think there is actually no commerce without logistics.
The facial expression looks as though you want to ram the truth into my head. But yes, I totally get that. Thank you so much. Please put your hands together for that, please. I mean, just like what Charles said, the world is evolving and they should snap of a finger. Okay, so quickly to Walter. I mean, as the head of growth, I mean, this is the first time that I'm hearing that there's an actual department called the growth department, and there's a head of growth department. I mean, give it up for Tamil Africa, everybody. Give it up for them, give it up for them. That's some innovation stuff right there going on. Okay, so Walter, how are you driving growth for the business? And is it easy to convince customers to adopt your business, your services?
All right, thank you for the question.
Yeah.
So to answer this, I think I will try to be very flexible. So there's something called PSPI. Right? It stands for People, Service, Products, and Innovation. So if you're looking out to build a company, scale the company, you need to focus on people first of all. Your team, you need to have an excellent team, very excellent team, because how your team will then treat customers will mean a lot. You need to look at your services, right? Your service offering, how is it going to work? Right? Because if you have a good service, sure, customers will come to you. Then over to product. Coming to see, we need to have a balanced product. It's very vital, especially in a time like this, where companies' products are coming up every single day.
Emphasis on badass product, emphasis.
Yeah. Then lastly, innovation is very key. I think there's a data that says 65% of businesses taking 10 years to launch space actually fold up. And I would say that is because they lack innovation. Innovation is very critical. And to innovate, you need to look into data and scale. So yes, this is very critical, and this is how we have been growing the company until now. And to answer the next question, convincing customers, right? If, like I said, if you have a badass product, you have a good service offering, sure, customers basically need to use your products. So you need to put in the balance at the end of the day. Yes, thank you.
Okay, please put your heads together for Walter, please. So this is the equation, the long and short of what he said. Badass products plus good customer service equals to the customers rushing you like Indomie. Are we good? So that's the equation. So should we try it out? What's the first factor? Please, we're together in this. What's the first factor, everybody? Badass product plus what? Excellent customer service equals to what? Your customers rushing you like what? Indomie. I mean, even though not everybody likes Indomie, but either way, you get to be rushed, right? Please, once again, please put your hands together for everyone that has spoken so far. So quickly, over to you, Sandra. Now, how have you been able to, has digital logistics now helped you to meet your business goals and also to satisfy your customers?
So I'd say, first of all, I moved down to Africa in 2021. So
Africa, where? Which
Nigeria,
country?
actually.
Like, because don't join that bad battle.
Nigeria.
It's not allowed, we don't take that.
Africa as a emerging market. So I don't tend to just stay in Nigeria.
Okay,
Also
yeah. Very important.
Africa, yes.
Yeah.
So, I believe we have a lot to do here in terms of innovation and logistics. It's an on-tap business, on-tap industry. Not a lot of people know how to, especially clients, don't really know how to send their goods abroad. They need that help, even if there is like DHL or UPS and all that. A lot of them tend to believe that they're very expensive. So this is where a lot of logistics comes in and provide our services for them, and make it affordable and easy and seamless for them. And this actually helps them. We actually help them bridge that gap between themselves and their clients. And when everything goes well and clients receive their items and it makes them happy, want to do more business and also, go beyond Nigeria, go beyond Africa and all that. So digital marketing, digital logistics actually helped my business in reaching my goals, being able to provide seamless service for customers, provide tracking numbers right away so they can actually, track their package from Nigeria to wherever it's going to.
Alright, so a round of applause, please. Just put your hands together. I mean, it's really important because, and it has, one thing I've really observed in the business is the fact that a lot of international businesses are trying to find their way back into Africa, just like Jade said, and also Nigeria particularly. I mean, there's a very popular place in Lagos. How many of us know Iheuwa? How many of us know where Iheuwa is? If you know what has happened to Iheuwa, Iheuwa is the new India of Lagos, in case you're not aware. Am I right or right? Yeah, and that's because somebody somewhere got it right. And then that way they can also move their stuff or transport their products from here over to their country easily, right? Alright, so quickly, I'll move quickly to Nnamdi. Once again, please, if you're a business owner in this place, please, can I see you just wave your hand? If you're a business owner, alright, you're welcome. Do you know about Terminal Africa? Was this your first time learning about Terminal Africa? Ma, I'm right here. What did you say, Mom? I'm not sure. I'm coming. When we are done, I need to give you personal evangelism because if you're not signed up to Terminal Africa, I don't know, your business is at stake. Yeah, badass products. I mean, guys, can we please put your hands together for Terminal Africa? She's already confused. Just so if you conversation with her. Alright, so quickly, so Nnamdi. Right, so considering the African climb, how have business owners embraced your innovation solution? Even though I feel like Walter has partly answered that, but I mean, from a co-founder point of view, can you give it to us?
I think in general things have been tough, right? If you look at what's happening in Nigeria, even like public markets around the world, fundraising for startups, it's been challenging, right? But I think in our case, that's been different. And of course, that comes from the kind of solution that we offer. So, over the past year, especially when we decided to focus on logistics, we were very particular about bringing something different to the market. And that's sort of played in our favor. We're probably one of the first, sort of aggregates. And so it was very novel at the time. And I'll say that success sort of came on two fronts, or how we sort of navigated that tough environment that we sort of existed in. First, businesses like Ella, for us, it was an easy sell. Like Walter said, the product was badass.
Badass.
But not just that, we had done something that made their lives easier. They were, like I said, they were already working with the existing partners like, DHL, UPS. And in some cases, we then brought in more options. You think of the likes of FedEx, RFX, and then giving them access through just a single platform was great for them. And then, probably towards the end of last year, we then saw like a new customer segment, which is, like small businesses, individuals. If I had to think of, I remember a few years ago, I had to send my transcript to the US, right? I literally went to the DHL office in Allen to drop off that transcript to send. And so, now you have individuals that understand how terminal works, and you know that you don't have to do that. You can sit in your house, few clicks of your mouse or your keyboard, and the same person from DHL will come to your house and pick up that package and get it to your destination.
It's put it up for Terminal Africa.
And so,
it's the convenience for me.
And so I think, of course, it's as a business you need focus. And so as time goes on, we probably have to pick, maybe Walter will counter me on that, but I would say we have to pick one of those segments to then focus on, because again, in a climate like this, focus is very important. Resources are limited, and you just need to make the best of what you have at hand. And so, but I think that's kind of how we navigated. Just to put some numbers in there, I think in 2021 we had done something like 400 shipments.
Wow.
In 2022 we did about 50,000. So it was an insane amount of growth in the space of a year. And I think the climate is difficult, but if you stay focused, again, key into innovation and understand what your value is as a business, then you can always sort of navigate that environment.
Just put your hands together for Nnamdi, please. As a business owner, key into innovation. Innovation is too important, especially at this time that we're in. I mean, we're in 2023, and it's interesting why people don't understand why you have to constantly update your apps. It's because the back end, engineers have found it much more interesting to serve you better as the user of all of these apps. And I guess that's one of the things that Terminal Africa is consistently doing to ensure that, their clients and partners they're not stressed to ensure that their products or services are delivered to their clients. Once again, please put your hands together for Terminal Africa, please. Thank you. All right, so moving on quickly to Walter. Now, from a global perspective, would you say African businesses can meet up with consumer demands by adopting logistics solutions?
Okay, yes, definitely, right. I would say African businesses are very, very key to the African growth, right? So that's why for us, it's very key that we target these businesses, and that's very important. So yes.
Okay, so I'm going to transfer that question to Charles as well.
So if you look at, I think African businesses are ready, and I also think the policies are right. So if you look at the recent African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement, that SMEs or companies, as long as you produce anything from any part of Africa, you can export to any part of Africa through a single customs. A couple of maybe hours ago, someone reached out to me and said, I need these very nice natives they make in Nigeria. Can you send one to me in Kenya? For you to do that, years ago, that's a lot of hassle.
Lots of long journey.
I just told him I'll send him options, send me your details.
Yeah.
When it's made, it's going to be shipped to him.
Sure.
But when he asked me that question, he asked me when next are you coming to Kenya? Right? But I don't have to go to Kenya.
Yeah.
Now, you as an SME, you must also understand what is happening, what is the government saying around this environment, what exactly is the development that is happening around the environment, and then you can think of ways to move it or partner. So yes, I think African businesses are getting ready. I think the time is just right.
Put your hands together for Charles. Okay.
You're shipping that new terminal, right?
Yes.
I love it. Please put your hands together for the gentleman and lady on the panel. I mean, it is really beautiful to know, because I remember, I think it was last year, a friend of mine wanted to send something to another person in the UK, and she would go on her WhatsApp status and say, is anybody going to the UK? You can't relate, my sister. Like, everybody that's going to the UK, please send me. And I'm like, my sister, before you see the person that's going to the UK, and it's going to literally exhaust this person, because the person they have not planned, all what you want to send alongside with their luggage, and that will cost, even though yes, you have to pay, but just come to Terminal Africa, make your life easy, right? All right. Once again, you put your hands together for Charles for that amazing point right there. So Walter, are there specific markets you and your team explore to sell Terminal Africa?
Okay. So for us, right, like I mentioned earlier, we are focused on getting small businesses businesses of any size to use the products. So basically what we do is we try as much as possible to utilize channels that we can, get these businesses, so we can see events, digital channels. So yes, and also in terms of where we find these businesses, I mean, Africa is large, right? We just try to take it one step at a time and just get these businesses.
Of course, I mean, little drops of water make a mighty ocean, so it's just one drop every day. And the more you make more progress, the better it gets becomes. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Walter, Charles, Nnamdi, and Sandra. Please put your hands together for them happy. Alright, okay, so over to Sandra now. Do you think more business owners should see logistics as a solution to adapt to their business?
Yes, definitely. Logistics now is part of every small business, especially those selling products.
Yeah.
So definitely, it's very, very important. A lot of people don't, like I said, don't have access to, or don't know that they can actually find it easy to actually ship their items abroad or to other countries. I really do hope a lot of businesses take this as an advantage to actually take their logistics part of their business more seriously.
Put your hands together. So if you're a business owner here, just like what Sandra has said, take logistics more seriously. FYI, sign up to Terminal Africa. People will think that they pay me dollars, but I'm sure Terminal Africa. Yes, they pay me in pounds sterling. Please don't, we don't joke in Terminal Africa. Yes, please.
Yes, and also it actually helps their business scale, because if your customer sees that they got their item on time, it will actually make them order more, and also word of mouth is very good for business as well. So tell them, I ordered from this person, I got it this day. Oh my God, order from them. It helps.
Yeah, I mean, and it also gives you a vote of confidence. The moment a customer can say, oh, if you use XYZ place, I mean, for example, Sandra runs a logistics company as well, right? So, I mean, imagine I as a business owner say, okay, I need to get my things done, and then I come to Sandra, she's able to deliver them like really fast. It will be easy for me to refer, except for some people that they like to keep their their vendors as their best kept secrets. But I mean, we don't do that here. Alright, so please ensure that you sign up to Terminal Africa if you are not signed up already, because your convenience is our priority. Alright, once again, please put your hands together for Sandra for that. Alright, so quickly, Nnamdi, are there other service offerings aside from logistics?
Yes. I think for the most part, we're still going to be focused on helping businesses move products from point A to point B. And, for example, over the past year, what we really focused on is, deliveries within Nigeria to other countries. This year, we're also really trying to explore helping, the same customers in the universe. So, bringing the same products from other countries into Nigeria. But aside from that, and so that's sort of always going to be the foundation of what we're doing. But beyond that, I think something that come up more recently is how we sort of help not just our customers but the ecosystem at large to learn from consumer habits when it comes to shipping. And I think that's even it's probably a lot more important than helping people move packages, because it's something that's not existed in the space. You think of the market before terminal, right? The customer goes to DHL to ship a product, or they go to FedEx to ship a product. Those customer habits are sort of with DHL or with FedEx or with UPS, and there's no learning. A small business starting up in Lagos can't really learn from all the businesses that have been shipping in and out of the country. With terminal, we sort of have this unique perspective, being that we're at the center of these habits now. We see what customers do on DHL, we see what they do on FedEx, and then we can sort of provide a platform that helps not just businesses like Sandra, but the ecosystem at large to sort of learn from these habits. And I'll give you a practical example. You can sort of infer sort of the demand. This is not proven by the way. This is our hypothesis and why we're thinking along these lines.
Okay.
If you understand, say you're a small business, right? You're selling shoes, right? If you understand which shipping route out of Nigeria sort of show you where we're exporting shoes to the most, and not just by a country, like they're shipping shoes to the US, exactly where in New York a lot of businesses in Nigeria are shipping shoes to. It helps you to infer that maybe I should target customers in this market, right? And so you then layer on top other insights from like Google, where people are searching for these products. It gives you a lot of firepower, right? So this is how we're thinking about it, how these insights could then help people make practical decisions. And I think for us as a business, we're a software business, so our best asset is the data, and how we can then leverage that data. And the likes of FedEx to also learn from what people are shipping on DHL, and so the ecosystem at large could actually benefit from that. And I think that's probably the biggest alternate service for us outside of just shipping.
Fantastic. Please put your hands together for Nnamdi for that, please. All right, so I'm quite curious about this now. How many other states does I understand that we're a digital company and all of that, but for some states in Nigeria, you actually have to touch base with the people there. So which other states apart from Lagos are you existed in?
Walter is probably the best answer that, but Kano, Abuja, PH, virtually any state where, so with terminal, right, you have to understand we're not actually doing the deliveries, we're just the platform that connects customers to the service providers.
I understand that, but sometimes you just really...
So we're all over the world.
Yeah, exactly. I get that. Thank God for the digital space, but there's some communities where they need to feel trust, touch. It's important for them. I'm talking about some customers.
Right. So
because certain opportunity, because there's the element of people being scammed online and all of that, and for some people, because they haven't left that mindset of if you don't have a physical office, I can't trust your business. So how are you able to tackle that?
So again, two fronts. It's not like we are selling a brand that is unknown, right? Almost anybody that is shipping in Nigeria knows the partners that we work with. And so that's one.
Sorry, the reason I'm saying that is because DHL has an office, it's office places. FedEx also has offices as well.
Something.
Okay.
With terminal, I believe they don't actually, take physical packages from the clients.
I get
so that's different.
No, I get what I hope you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, so basically, right, because they have those hubs,
Yeah.
I mean, we have agents in, like Kano and some parts of Nigeria, but again, what we try to leverage as much as possible.
Just like you said, you have agents that, more like affiliates.
Exactly.
So that way they know, okay, terminal is connected to FedEx. Because, when you get to a place, the first person you try to look for is a familiar face. True or true? When you get to a place, you just look for someone that you know. That way, it helps you to calm down when you're in that space. Right, okay, thank you so much, Nnamdi. Please, once again, please put your hands together for Nnamdi, please. Put your hands together. So, Walter, finally, I'm going to ask you this question, and then we can take questions. So please, if you have any question whatsoever, please start getting ready so that we can hear from you. I believe we've been having fun, and we've been putting some things down on our notepads, on our phones. Have we been having fun so far? Have we been having fun? This auntie is looking very serious. Have we been having fun so far? Please, once again, please put your hands together for yourselves. You're quite an attentive audience, I must say. Alright, so quickly, over to you, Walter. Do MSMEs and other big businesses also get to benefit from this solution?
Okay, I think to answer that, I will give you a bit of context. So what we've done at Seminar is to build more like an infrastructure for logistics, right? So I'll take a line again. So let's look at banking, for example, or fintech, for example, right? Before fintech came up, it was just banks, right? But now we have kinds of, let's say, flutter vehicles that and the likes, right? And with the help of flutter vehicles that other fintech companies are coming up. So what we've done is that we've sort of that similar ecosystem and infrastructural process. So for example, if you were to start a logistics business, you need to maybe acquire bikes, acquire buses, and stuff like that. But in terminal, you don't need to do that. You don't need to get have those assets. You can basically just start and start shipping for customers, right? That's one angle to it. Also, yes, we do have businesses that use the platform like banks. Before now, if they get to ship cards to customers, they need to find a delivery partner or terminal. They get that flexibility. We send cards to somebody in Kwara from Lagos. They can easily just do that. And yes.
Okay, so I'd like to ask, what's the duration? Is it dependent on the packaging or the service or the goods?
So it depends on the partner,
okay,
on the platform. So you get that flexibility of you see the timeline, you see the prices, so you get to pick based on your own preference. Okay, I want to get to this location at X or Y time. You can pick, and yes, it's executed by that man.
All right, amazing. Please put your hands together once again, ladies and gentlemen, for the mighty men and beautiful women on this panel. Make it louder, please. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for your time, and I really believe that we do value your time as well. Okay, so questions? All right, so you can just walk forward. Don't be shy. Please come. Please put your hands together as you come forward, please. Put your hands together. I love your top, by the way. Looks so lovely. So someone give you a microphone. So you just have 1 minute. Please keep it short and simple. It's not working. Excuse me, sir. So please, while she's out, if we also have another question, please just, come forward so that we can have them all together. Okay, maybe we can use mine and then.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you to the panelists. I really like the innovation artistic put into your business. I think it's really nice. But I would like to know, I think what stresses business owners more is the delivery guys. I have not into any business, but my sister is a business owner, and I know how much I have to do some sort of emotional support for her every time the delivery guy stresses. I mean, it is like the major problem that they have. So I think having a platform that does these great things is very good. But is there any sort of quality control as regards? I know your platform doesn't deliver. You connect people. So the kind of delivery guys that register on your platform, that you connect with your customers, is there any sort of quality control? Because I think any platform can say I can connect, but what they are really particular about is how can you solve my problem? So I really want to know this, so I can know I can go back to, I can tell my sister that I think you can share this platform. Thank you.
So,
all right. Thank you for that question. So to answer that, I would say what we've done, or part of our processes of having logistics partners on board is we do not just have the regular partner that you see every day, right? We need to have a standard, that a global standard or some sort of validation globally as well. So for example, that is why when you come to the platform, you see the likes of DHL, FedEx, but not just a logistic business that has maybe a few bikes in Lagos. You need to have some sort of standard. So if, for example, yes, in terms of if something happens to a package, it's easy to resolve issues that way, right? That's what makes it different from every other business out there.
all right.
Just to add to that, so I think one thing with our platform is, of course, because, and I think this is very common in the logistics space, right? When you aggregate a certain level of demand, how terminal is treated as a business by our partners is different from how your sister is going to be treated by the same partners. And so when you ship through terminal and you go through any of our partners, when those issues arise, it's sort of why we have the customer service department, because they can then go to the partners and basically put pressure on them to resolve those issues quicker. And that's just a factor of the amount of business that we give them. So I think that's the key difference. It's not like you're just shipping with the guy down the road that can just switch off his phone. Our customer service guys on some days they're there 24/7. So I think that's really where we help to bridge that gap. Look, in logistics, a percentage of shipments are always you're always going to have issues, right? But I think what we really try to hammer on is how efficiently we're able to resolve them, and I think that's the big difference we should be with terminal.
All right, people stand together for Nnamdi. Yeah, please. I think the mic is working now.
Thank you. Good afternoon. So my question kind of tilts towards what she asked for. I think hers is based locally. It's easy to navigate it properly if it's within the same state or the same country. But I'm a personal shopper and I've had to deal with many logistics company bringing stuff abroad for you, and sometimes you get lost in transit and then they go quiet. You call, you try to engage, and everybody's gaslighting you, throwing you like ping pong, is on the way, you can't translate this one and that, and then it uses a lot of dollars and sometimes pounds, and you have to refund. So I'm asking, since you're like a bridge that connects the logistics companies and vendors and sometimes the customers, direct customers themselves, how do you vet these people properly? Because I don't want to name and shame. I've had to deal with lots of logistics companies, which I think some of them are on your platform. How are you going to,
Please don't name anybody. We don't do that. How you blow?
How are you going to handle that? Then your customer service, is it prompt? Sometimes what aggravates customers is you're trying to engage when you feel like something is going wrong with your business, and then nobody is answering you, or whenever they respond, they give you one liner or something that you could. I don't know how people read, but as a writer, I read it between the lines, and I can tell when someone is trying to project a certain form of stuff when you're responding to me. So how do you tend to mitigate these things? Because I've asked you very questions about Logitech as well. So how do you guys?
Let's wrap it up now. Thank you.
Okay, I think just hearing you talk, you're basically the reason why we built it.
Yes, sir.
Right? And so a lot of these issues are, essentially what gave us justification to go out and build the platform. So, I mean, for what you do, which is like mostly imports, right? Customers are shopping abroad and you bring it in. We can help you on two fronts, right? One is you can work directly with us, you come on the platform, book, and whichever partner you choose will pick it up in the country where you're bringing it from. And you sort of are able to track. So I think tracking is very important, especially with global shipments. You want to know, because even if you're shipping from the US to Nigeria, it doesn't mean it just goes on a plane in the US and comes straight to Lagos. Sometimes that thing goes to Europe, and then it's in transit, it goes to some country in Africa before it comes to Lagos. And so being able to track at every point and have not just your packages in transit, but be able to see that it's clearing customs in the US, it's clearing customs in Europe. It gives you that sort of peace of mind as a customer. So even if there are delays, naturally, when you're dealing with over 50,000 shipments, there are going to be delays, and that's the same for any of our partners. But when you're able to have those real-time insights, it makes a difference. The flip side of that is we have people like Ella, who are logistics businesses working directly with the terminal platform. And so if you're a customer that, because terminal is an online platform, if you're a customer that wants to go in somewhere and talk to somebody and hold somebody and have that sort of human touch, then we easily connect you to people like Ella, who would then obviously still put the service through terminal, give you those options, and again, it's the same cycle. So on our customer service, that's probably even one of the biggest reasons why we are terminal, because the feedback we are getting from a lot of customers is, oh my god, customer service, look at an organization like HL, it's a massive organization. So we're calling call centers and all that. We have more of the alternate channels that are for our generation. You can reach out on WhatsApp, you can reach out via email, there's a live chat on the website. And so if you go through these channels, there's no how you're not going to get a response within 5 minutes. Maybe if you're sending a message at 3 in the morning, our customer service team out to see to it. So you might not get that immediate response, but that's essentially how we mediate.
Alright, so does that I think you should just sign up to Africa. Have you signed up? So that they can just relieve the stress and just make your life easy. No, don't worry. See, we are very transparent like that at Terminal Africa. Just see, like I said, the vision that we have earlier, badass product, excellent customer service equals to what? The customers rush you like into me. So darling, just sign up to Terminal Africa already. Don't worry, your peace of mind is our priority. Please, once again, please put your hands together for Nnamdi, please. Alright, so any last words for any of the gentlemen and the lady of the panel? Starting with Walter, moderator.
Well, I think that businesses on board, so yes, let's say thank you. Looking forward to more exciting times.
Alright, Charles, over to you.
So I would say so last year, business logistics cost in the US was 10% of the GDP. Right? If you put that into Nigeria's GDP is about 500 billion of entry, right? That puts the current logistics market at about $50 billion to about $100 billion. So when you have numbers like this, you need to partner and you need to invest more. So I would say almost grow is digital economy. Africa, we need to take logistics as important as a core business function of business.
It is actually core.
And most persons, we always think it's about the people that sell, buy and sell.
Too busy.
I run a service-based business. We do a lot of logistics and delivery. Invoices, sending things to the bank, sending things to partners. So it's a full partnership, and we all have to come together to make it work. And it's a great industry. I think we should keep investing more.
Alright,
Also,
okay.
So add to what Charles has said. So yes, because of this, we actually built APIs. So I think on the platform now you can actually access our APIs. So let's say you need to build a product centered around logistics, you can actually use those APIs to build any products. Yes.
Yeah, and I think, we sort of really believe in the value that logistics has in the e-commerce space in general. I mean, we sort of came from that background where we were looking at e-commerce from the overall view, and now, we sort of honed in on logistics. And for me, I think it's the hidden gem in commerce because it touches virtually every business. So, like Walter said, we're really excited about what we've built, and I think it will be really great to see how this develops and how we hopefully impact all your businesses over the next few years.
All right, thank you so much, Nnamdi. And finally, the beautiful lady, Sandra. Your last words.
So logistics is needed for almost every business. Needed, even the aircrafts, airways, everything. So if you want your business to grow, I think you should be more take the logistic part of your business very seriously. Ella Logistics started with 2 locations back in 2021, and now we have 10 locations across Nigeria. So it's very important to meet the demands of your customers. That's about it.
So guys, there you have it. It's important to meet the demands of your customers, and you have Terminal Africa to ease your stress. They become and help you. They watch what is convenience. I mean, maybe because I'm big on convenience. Any organization that is big on convenience, I love them. I'm in love with them. So please, if you're a business owner right here and you're not signed up on Terminal Africa, please do that before you leave here today. And that's basically all that we have. Ladies and gentlemen, please, once again, please put your hands together for Walter, Charles, Nnamdi, Sandra, and my humble self, Please put your hands together. All right, so we're going to take pictures. Right. And on behalf of Terminal